Y'all, Young Thug is going off after Charleston White pulled a gun on him, and in that one moment, he might have risked everything, and I'm not even exaggerating, because Charleston is already talking to police, already calling probation officers, and already saying he's about to send Thug right back to jail after what went down at the could-have-been love reunion. Now, the wild part is this didn't even start online. This actually happened in person, and from the clips Charleston posted, you can hear him yelling while Thug and his crew are across from him, and Charleston is claiming that in that moment, Thug told him, "You're gonna lose your life right here," which turns this from regular rap beef into something way more serious, especially since he's saying all this went down on federal aviation property in Miami.
His words was, "Don't lose your life in her." My words was, "Do it."
And instead of going back and forth like most people would, Charleston flipped the whole situation in a way I don't think Thug expected at all, because he literally went straight to the police station right after and said on camera that once someone scares him, he's calling the police every single time. And he even doubled down saying he already contacted Young Thug's probation officer and promised he's going to get him violated.
Two things you can't do: stop me from going to the police and unscare me. Yeah, once you scare me, you can't unscare me.
So now this isn't even about who looked tough in that moment anymore. This is about paperwork, reports, and whether anything said in that confrontation can be used against Thug legally. And that's where things start getting real uncomfortable, because Charleston didn't stop there. He kept posting, kept talking, and even said Jeffrey going back to jail, like he already sees the ending of this situation. And then he took it even further by dragging in Thug's personal life, telling him to say goodbye to Mariah the scientist, which shows this isn't just fear talking. This feels calculated, like he's trying to apply pressure in every direction at once. Now, what makes this hit different is where Young Thug is at right now. Like, he literally just got out not too long ago after the YSL RICO case, and he's still on probation, so any situation involving threats, especially something tied to witnesses, videos, and a public setting, can turn into a violation real quick, and Charleston clearly understands that, which is why instead of staying quiet, he's pushing this as far as it can go. And here's where it gets even messier. Charleston is also claiming that someone in Thug's crew was clutching a gun during that confrontation, and even if that part isn't confirmed yet, just the accusation alone adds another layer to this whole situation, especially when you combine it with his claim that Thug threatened his life, since that's exactly the kind of thing authorities take seriously if it's reported the right way.
You on probation. Then you had a fella with you that was possessing a gun. You are not supposed to be around with people that had guns. Eyewitness, along with other witnesses, saw your friend with a short body with the fat, pudgy stomach that hangs over his waistline like a kangaroo pouch.
Now, stepping back for a second, this whole situation didn't just appear out of nowhere, because Charleston has been going at Thug for a while, especially over the Gunna situation and all the snitching conversations that came out last year. So when they finally crossed paths in real life, it already had tension built into it, and that's why it escalated so fast. So when you look at everything together, it almost feels like Charleston wanted a reaction, and the second he got it, he switched roles instantly, from being the one getting pressed to the one filing reports and making calls, which completely changes how this whole situation plays out. And what's really interesting right now is how different both sides are moving, because Charleston is loud, posting non-stop, making threats about legal action, while Thug has been quiet, and that silence is making people wonder if something bigger is happening behind the scenes. So now everything comes down to what Charleston actually does next, because if he really follows through and files charges or pushes this with probation, this could turn into a serious legal problem for Young Thug, and if even a small part of his claim sticks, that freedom he just got back could be at risk all over again. But at the same time, none of this has been officially confirmed yet, and until something is filed or proven, this is still one side telling their version of events, which leaves one big question hanging over everything. Did Young Thug actually cross a line here, or is Charleston playing a much smarter game than people realize?